Hi friends, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're heading into Hobby Lobby to browse through all of their beautiful Christmas decor. So I really love walking through Hobby Lobby during this time of the year because it always puts me in a cozy and festive mood. So make sure to grab a warm drink, get cozy, and let's walk through Hobby Lobby together. Okay guys, before we get into the video, I'm gonna interrupt here for just a minute. I wanted to tell you guys the one thing that I was actually excited about going into the store to try to find is I have been looking on Pottery Barn every single day, not every day, but like at least once a week to see what they have for Christmas. I personally, I'm gonna be straight honest with you guys, I've never purchased anything from myself through Pottery Barn. I know that their products are a little bit more expensive and that's like the biggest hesitation for me. However, I do believe in spending money and getting a better quality. However, I want to say I don't think that my store had put out the gingerbread collection. I think that's what it's called, from Pottery Barn. I'll put a couple of images on the screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Pottery Barn has a little gingerbread, I think it's called a gingerbread collection, and in the collection there's just different things. They have like a gingerbread house, they have little serving plates, and the one that I was looking forward to the most, I believe, was the one that looked like a teddy bear. If you guys don't know, we have a dog and his name is Teddy, so I like to collect things that are sentimental and kind of represent our dog. I guess I know that sounds funny, but I like to collect things or little teddy bears, and I thought it would be perfect. However, my Hobby Lobby had not put out this collection yet, so I definitely am going to be checking back soon to see if they have that put out. So we're gonna get back into the actual video.
Okay friends, so we are starting off in the art section of Hobby Lobby. I was really close to getting this goose, this framed red goose, but I just felt like the quality wasn't the best. But I am really sad I didn't pick up this art decor with the books and the pine cones. I love to read, and when I actually revisited my Hobby Lobby, they were completely out of this. But I did find a really cute bookstore one. We actually bought the last one. They had a candy shop, I think a toy shop, a coffee shop, and then we got the last bookstore. So I was glad we picked that up because when we revisited Hobby Lobby again, they were sold out. Okay, this next section I'm calling the reason for the season. It has a lot of framed prints of Jesus and the birth of Jesus. So they had a lot of fun prints if you are looking for that. And to remind you guys while we're here in this section that all of the Christmas decor is 50% off besides the lighting, which we will get into in a few minutes. I didn't stroll down the Grinch aisle for very long, but I did see this little, I think it was a mug or maybe a cookie jar they had, and I thought that was really pretty. But if you are a Grinch person, they have a ton. They actually have a whole aisle of Grinch decor. And next we're in the candle aisle. They had a few candlesticks. I will say, if you're looking for a candlestick from Hobby Lobby, make sure you check out their actual candle aisle in the front. They have a lot more selections of candlesticks, so just keep that in mind if you're going into Hobby Lobby looking for like a candle holder. They do have some in the Christmas decor aisle, and as you can see, I'm showing you some of them. They had all different types of candles. They had like unscented ones, they had scented ones. Obviously there's lots of red and green, so if you need any of candles, Hobby Lobby has got you hooked up. Okay, now we're in the light section, and like I said before, the lights in Hobby Lobby are 25% off. We were really close to getting these mini flame lights to put around our Christmas tree, but we wanted to wait until we put up our actual Christmas tree and then add to it instead of having things that we didn't necessarily need. These candle lamps are really pretty. I thought if you do more traditional, you could put these in your windowsills, and you guys can see in the background, they had pink lights, they had purple lights, they had curtain lights, all different types of lights if you need or if you're looking for some lights. Guys, now we are in kind of like the ornament section. However, I want to say each section of Hobby Lobby had, I like to call it, its own color. Had a white section, they had a blue section, they had reds, they had like a candy section, greens. Each aisle has their own ornaments that kind of correspond to the color. This was more of the traditional section, and I really liked these little reef ornaments. I thought they were really pretty. They were flocked, so they had some snow on them. And then I also wanted to show you, this was kind of the white and silver aisle. It depends on what you were going for. If you have like a theme where you want to do like where you're using a lot of whites. There were so many bows, pretty much again, that correspond with each aisles. There was white bows, blue, pink, all different sorts of bows. So if you're looking for bows, they have everything that you need, honestly, when it comes to bows. But this was the red section. I really loved these red ornaments. They were very sparkly and they caught my eye, and I honestly might go back and grab some of those. This is probably my favorite color scheme, which was the gold. I think little accents of gold like around your house. Like we ended up doing a gold tree topper. Now we're getting into the pink section. I showed you a couple of tree toppers, and again with the bows. These little lights we were also really close to purchasing. I think that they clip on into your Christmas tree, but they were really pretty as well. If you need little figurines, like little trees, or you want different heights of trees, maybe you're decorating a shelf or a bookcase, they had tons of these trees, and I think these trees were very neutral. Okay guys, getting into the nutcrackers, I wanted to show you really quickly. This nutcracker is the one that we got last year. It's the one that he's baking cookies, and I loved that nutcracker, so I wanted to show you that. Now we're into the peppermint section. They had tons of like peppermint candy swirls. If you wanted to add those branches to your tree, you could definitely do that as well. And they had a ton of gingerbread. So one of my favorite things about the gingerbread collection this year is these little houses. I showed a couple of them, but if I had all the money in the world, I would buy like this whole entire the collection of gingerbread houses. I really like these ornaments. They were kind of hidden in the gingerbread section. I might go back and get those if I think that we have more room on our tree. Also, if you guys are decorating a coffee bar this Christmas, all of these little signs I think would look so good leaned up against like a backsplash or put on your coffee bar. I think they would be like the perfect little accents pieces if you like coffee or you're into making teas or anything like that. Okay, and the next section, I personally don't decorate my apartment or house in Candyland. I will say there was so much like candy pieces to look at, and I thought it was so like aesthetically pleasing. They had these cute ornaments, and one of them was shaped like an animal cracker, which I thought was really sweet. They had cake pops and donuts and cookies and ice cream. They had tons of things that you could decorate if you were doing that, a whole aisle actually. So I wanted to show that for any of you guys out there who are interested in decorating for candy for Christmas. ever been to Hobby Lobby, you know how many ornament selection they have. My brother and his girlfriend really enjoy sushi, so I thought about maybe getting them a sushi ornament. I think that would be like really cute in a stocking stuffer. They have food, all kinds of food, pretzel, butter, anything you name it. I saw a couple of these little coffees that I thought was really pretty, and especially if you know a coffee lover. They had teacher gifts, and they also had a miniature Stanley, which if you know me, I love my Stanley cup. I think that that would also be a really cute gift if you were like doing like a gift bag or something and you know someone who's obsessed with water bottles. I think this would be perfect.
Alright guys, I did not want to make this video a haul because I actually did not have the actual intentions of going in and really spending any money unless I saw something that I was like, oh, I have to get that. I ended up purchasing two things. So we're gonna start with this one, and you guys saw in the walkthrough video I was talking about this star. Now this is a star that goes on top of the Christmas tree and it does light up, so you guys can see. If you guys can see, the lights are actually, so this is actually a Christmas tree topper and it does go on top of the Christmas tree. Obviously you can adjust the little legs of the star however you want it to be. I originally was looking for something that was more like revolved around religion. I know a lot of people kind of have their own take with that, but and I wanted to celebrate that, and I really wanted to find an angel or Jesus to put on top of the Christmas tree. However, Hobby Lobby didn't have any that I was really looking for. They did have one angel, I think, and honestly the angel looked a little bit scary. It was like scary. I don't know if you've seen the angel that they have, but they had a bunch of stars as well, and it wasn't just like screaming something that I really wanted to purchase. But my husband found this and it does light up, and I am so like I'm just so excited that he got excited for shopping. Okay guys, this one I'm really excited for. Okay, so the second purchase that we made, which you guys probably saw when I was doing the walkthrough, was we ended up getting the bookstore. But we ended up getting this bookstore painting. So originally this painting was $20, but it was on sale for half off, which I talked about in the video. All of their Christmas products besides their lights were 25% off. It's like for the indoor and outdoor lighting, but everything else was 50% off. So this made it only $10. If I could read in all of my spare time, I definitely would. But the biggest reason that we ended up grabbing this, you guys, was because they only had one left. And I'm not for sure how often, or like I don't know how often Hobby Lobby restocks their product. They definitely might end up restocking it again before, you know, the Christmas season passes, but I was so scared that they wouldn't and I would have missed out on an opportunity. So the biggest reason that I wanted to make this video is to take you guys along and show you what Hobby Lobby has out right now. Did not have the kind of, I'm just gonna call it a Pottery Barn dupe collection that I was wanting to look at. That doesn't mean that they're not gonna have it. They might just have not put it out yet. Let me know in the comments what your decoration vibe is this year for Christmas. Do you guys do a theme? Do you do like a candy tree? Do you do like a more traditional? Do you just kind of throw in random pieces of Christmas? Like, what is your vibe? I would love to know. I appreciate all of you guys watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to like it and hit the notification bell to be notified. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye guys.